Let's talk about lying and misrepresentation. If you've been accused of giving false information to a consulate or to USCIS, you should know that there is a waiver available. You will not get your green card or your visa until you get a waiver approved. There's a process for this. This is something that you can do. I want to tell you the 3 things that you need to do to get a waiver approved for misrepresentation. My name is Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer. I've dedicated my career and my channel to helping you get unstuck so you can reach your immigration goals. And there's nothing that gets you more stuck than to be accused by USCIS or the State Department of lying, misrepresentation, false information, etc. There are 3 things that you need to do to get this approved. The waiver is called the I601 Waiver. Assuming you're eligible for the waiver, you have to do 3 things. The very first thing that you have to do, and this is the hardest thing of all, the hardest thing is that you have to accept responsibility for misrepresentation or lying. That's hard because oftentimes you probably have your own story. They think that you intentionally lied, but maybe there was just some confusion. Maybe the information you gave was inaccurate, but you didn't know it was inaccurate. And I'll give you an example of this. We had a client who said that he had 2 kids. He said he had 2 kids on the application. The consulate asked for proof from the civil registry that he only had 2 kids. Come to find out, he had a 3rd kid. He didn't even know about it. And there was a whole story behind this. His ex-wife left him at a time when she was pregnant. He didn't know about it, and his ex-wife gave birth. So he told the truth, but the information that he gave was not accurate. At any rate, if the consulate or USCIS thinks that you lied or they've tagged you with misrepresentation, it will be very difficult or even impossible for you to talk your way out of it. The best thing to do is to take responsibility for what you've done. Whatever it is, swallow your pride and stop trying to talk your way out of it and just say, I did it. This is what happened. I accept responsibility for giving you false information, and this is what I did. The second thing that you need to do to get an I-601 waiver approved if you've been accused of lying, the second thing you need to do is that you need to say you're sorry. You need to express contrition. After you've taken responsibility for this, you need to say, I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing. This was not what I should have done. I should have provided accurate information. I shouldn't have lied. I shouldn't have misrepresented myself. Whatever the case may be, you have to be apologetic. You have to say that you did it, and then you have to apologize. So the second thing is to say you're sorry. Now let's move on to number 3. Once you have said, I did it, and then you said you were sorry, the third thing that you need to do to get your waiver approved is you need to explain how the denial of your green card or your immigrant visa would impact your family. The waiver is all about hardship. That's what it's all about. You need to talk about how the denial of the visa or the green card would impact your U.S. citizen spouse, your U.S. citizen parent, your permanent resident spouse, permanent resident parent, whoever that qualifying relative is. You need to talk about how that would impact them. If you're not approved, maybe the impact would be financial. Let's look at a budget. Let's see how that would impact your family. Maybe it's emotional or psychological. Maybe there's some medical needs that you are assisting with. Whatever it is, we need to look at the family dynamics and explain in great detail how the denial of your case would affect other people. Now, the law talks about qualifying relatives, of course, but we need to take into consideration all the other family members as well. There could be grandparents or cousins or aunts or uncles. The mistake that a lot of people make is the denial of the green card or the visa would clearly impact you as the applicant, but the law doesn't care about you. The immigration system doesn't care about you. So we need to reverse that and talk about how the denial of your case would impact others. What we typically do is we get medical reports, psychological analysis. We go into great detail for how that would impact you. Keep in mind, USCIS is the agency that makes decisions on these waivers. They don't know you personally. They will never meet you in person. The only thing that they know about you is based on the information that we submit, based on the statements and how we explain things. So you have to tell your story and get them to understand what's at stake. The way that I think about it is this. If an officer is trying to make a decision on your waiver, if they read the waiver and it makes them cry, then you've done a good job. Then you've gotten them to the approval. Again, let's review this. Number one, you say, I did it. You accept responsibility. Number two, you say, I'm sorry. I really am sorry that I did this. And the third thing you do, you quickly move on and you say, listen, this is how it's going to impact everyone. If you can do those three things, you have an approved waiver. And if you need help with a waiver, my office does an amazing job. We'd be happy to assist you.